Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back live. Give me a one in chat. Can you hear me properly? There is a little bit of background noise. Oh, one in chat. We can hear you. Hello, hello, welcome. Loud and clear. So, this one was not planned, guys. This one was not planned. The connection is amazing. There is no problem in connection. If it's blurry, it's because your connection is not so fast to hold the streaming. There is sound, there is sound. I was waiting for everyone to connect, already more than 100 people in 2 minutes. Amazing. So what happened is that the free live of deep charts of the full were not supposed to start, but I'm used to go live on Monday, so I made the announcement, but there was no event in the calendar. So instead of canceling the live, I made sure to add the event in the calendar, and here we are live. Anyway, I need to do this for myself, so it's not a problem to do this for everyone. The profile framing. I do this for my preparation of the week. Let's do it for everyone here. So, is the new year started? You already received multiple sessions in the last year, 2025, a huge amount of free content on YouTube. I want to know how your approach to the market is improving. How are you going? How are you doing? Your strategy improved with order flow? You see some progress or no? How is it going, guys? Doing much better, a lot of progress, insane man, huge and so happy for you. Still nervous, X-ray vision turned on, 100% progress, order flow is sniper material. Wow. We are eating on Discord Nasdaq channel, only winging days. Someone is struggling, profit rise, first time funded ever. Amazing, guys. Feel like a surgeon with order flow. So happy about it. So happy about it. So the first problem that I wanted to solve to you is the bias. Okay, the clarity on the bias of the week on the session. Now I will open the chart and start asking questions to all the people here to make sure that you understood. Let me remove for 1 second the composite and only leave the classic ones, okay, with the low volume node accepted, okay? So in the previous week that we went through together, we took some shorts here for profile framing. We merged, we understand that the value was shifting, and we took some amazing shorts here. Some of the shorts here were already live in the bootcamp, and I show you my performance. It's not something, please understand that when I show you trades performance, like I did on the podcast of Word of Wisdom, it's not to flex. I don't care at all about flexing. I just do this to show you that there are traders out there that execute okay, that do exactly what they tell you that they will do, okay, that they trade on live capital, and they are not afraid to do charting in front of the student, okay. Executing, it's a little bit risky from compliance perspective, but charting, it's doable. Still strap, better than 3 weeks ago. I don't understand peak and valley. It's really easy. Peak and valley is, the peak is where the majority of the volume is concentrated. The valley is where you have low volume. So the price usually slides through it. Amazing. Now we go to the profile breakdown. Okay? And only profit in 2026. Amazing. Now let's go to merge the previous profile to understand a little bit better. Okay, so these three are on the same level, so we can do the merge. 1, 2, and 3. Let me clean it for you so you have a clean understanding. 1, then intra-profile, 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 so you can merge. This one you can keep because it's the first shift that you have. And you can merge these two to make it more clean. 1, 2, shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After this, shift. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see there is a recurrence. Okay. 6 directional session, 1 shifting session. If you are a trend following traders in these movements, you will have made huge amount of performance. Okay. Now shift. Okay. As we saw, intra-range, so we can merge, first of all, these two, because they are one inside the other, okay? And also these two. So we have up, 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 shift, intra-range, down, down, okay? After this, you go up again. Now the price is choppy, okay? But it's skew on the upside, okay? Why? You have a change here. So what does it mean, this? It means that the value area high of the previous day got accepted. So we mark our first area, okay? We mark our first area. Let's remove this here. Let me remove the peak and valley because when I do profile framing, it's easier to understand. Remove and remove. Okay, and we have up move, okay, and then the price, what happened? That the price, you see rejection 1, rejection 2, rejection 3. What does it mean? That in all this gray area, this is what price try to do, and I can zoom it for you, and we can go a little bit on drawing, okay? Try to break out, rejected, 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 okay? So you have a cluster that is made from the first up value area to the last up value area that got rejected a huge amount of time. Okay, got rejected 1, 2, 3, and 4. What does it mean? That here, this value is not considered fair. Okay, so every time the price tries to slice through this level, get rejected. Okay, this is the peak. Now, what we can expect? We have two scenarios for the week. Let me go through it together. Okay, so first of all, we have here this demand area, okay? Acceptance, acceptance, and then the price went back to this demand area and rejected again. So what does it mean? The price told us that from here, sellers are in control. From here, buyers are in control. Is it clear for you? One in chat. So, profile framing, we are closed in a range. We are playing in a really narrow range. We are inside this range, okay? And we have seller's control on the top. It's not drawing. Got stuck. Okay. We have seller's control on the top and buyer's control on the bottom. Okay. So we have buyers engaging discount and sellers engaging premium. What is the usual play that you can do when you have this kind of days. When you have this kind of days, the best play that you can do is this play, okay? Because all these sellers will close their position, creating a directional move, a squeeze, okay? But before trying this, you can monetize the ping pong. So you can do mean reversion model till the other value area. So you can play this. When you can stop playing this? When you see that one side gets broken. Okay. When one side gets broken, you stop doing fade and you go trend following model. Okay. Let me check if from the pool it is clear. Fade model in choppy, trend engaging after breakout. Yes or no? Is it clear, guys? If you are advanced, don't worry, okay? I start always with profile framing practical, and I go deep, but start from the bottom of the concept to make everyone understand everything I'm saying. Crystal clear, game changer. Amazing. Why this not happen to the downside? It can happen to the downside, Konstantinos. We still don't know. I'm more skew on the upside. So my understanding of the market makes me think that we will break on the upside, okay? We will reload a little bit and break off the upside because I already saw that the sellers, look here, okay? The sellers are engaging, but every time they engage, they cannot push the price lower the first pivot, okay? So when the first time that the sellers engaged, they push the price here. The second time the sellers engage here, they push the price here. The third time the sellers engage, they push the price here. What does it mean? That what's happening from a pressure standpoint, we are doing this. We are doing price going up, okay? And every time they reach the wall, the sell movement are always smaller, okay? This is the catalyst to a squeeze. 95% of understanding. Amazing, guys. I love it. Okay. By breakout, I don't mean the single candle. I mean the profile. Okay, so the profile needs to close here. Perfect, thanks. No worries, always here. We do every Monday, Raj. We do every Monday. Now, I would advise that if you don't understand anything about order flow, consider the bootcamp. Okay, but the live on the Monday, if you have a clean understanding, are really easy to implement in your frame. Okay. Now, when we go here and we go deeper, we can see something really interesting. Okay. What we can see? We can see that already the last day of volume, the 9, was incredible. Why it was incredible? Because the price in the New York session open went all the way back to the previous maximum point of exchange of volume and complete slice through all the value area of the previous session. What does it mean? It means that the volume, it's really incredible. And when you start to use the template that I built for you, how many of you guys are using the template that I gave you in the announcement? These one are game changer. Trust me, okay? Trust me. We are not going through a business model where we do a template, do a study, and charge you more. You have the platform, you can enjoy all the tools of the platform. Okay. Guys, look how much it's clear. Okay. Sellers control, sellers control, sellers control, sellers control, sellers control. Buyers not engaging aggressively yet. Okay. Look here. Sellers failed auction. Amazing. First opportunity. Perfect. Sellers absorb, buyers at the top with the result. What does it mean? The auction is buy. Okay. When the price goes back to the aggressive buyers, sellers absorbed. Look how much it's amazing. Look how much it's amazing. Buyers aggression of the top. Again, this paid. And now we are back at the previous POC. How can I know? Because I do trading from 10 years. But if you want to help yourself, you can take all the way down and you can see what? You can see that the value area I is exactly here. Okay. You see this blue line, it means that the top value is here. And the value area low finish here. And now the price is orbitating around the POC. Okay. It's in the announcement. Use Discord, guys. Use Discord. Now, if you go on the higher time frame and you use the candle frame, this is the other one that I gave you, look how much it becomes easier to understand. Okay? Let me go on the 15 minutes. Okay. Now, as I told you, what happened? We were expecting a reload. Okay, the price closed like this on the 9, then it opened, and the price went back to revisit the 25,650. Which level is this? 25,650. I didn't even watch the price before. The price went to revisit what? The previous accepted value. Okay, and why it's amazing, the template that I gave you, this one, it's really incredible for you to understand, because I made it in such a way that it let you understand when the value is shifting. Okay? Look at this. Value area, low side. Value area, low. Value area, up. This one is the first shift. What does it mean? Every time I want to do profile framing and close the live, but I cannot help myself of not doing education also. I love it. Candle 1, okay. Candle 1, consider it down, not up. Value area, perfect. Candle down, value area. Candle down, value area. Candle down, stationary, value area. What can you understand here that you cannot see from the candles? You can understand that they already started accepting higher value. Okay, then you can use big trades, then you can use your order block, then you can use your CVD, you can use everything. But this is how the market moves. Building value, next candle. Building value, what we can expect? Continuing to raise. Look here. Okay, down, down, down. People that don't understand volume, please listen closely to what I'm saying. Okay, this candle rejecting the top, they will try to short, yes or no? Is it true or no? Other educators told you to short on rejection without watching volumes. But here, inside this candle, they are telling you, buyers are moving the auction up. Am I clear or no, guys? One in chat. This is the first sign that they are going to reverse. Waiting a little bit of time. Yes or no? Yes. Building up. Building up. You see, all these three are on the same level. Building up, new auction. Inside the new auction. Now we are closed here, in the previous point of control. Okay? This one happens every time that you are close to see a reversal. But there is something even more interesting. Okay? Every time frame. This is the nature of the market. You can do 5 minutes, you can do 15 minutes, you can do 30 minutes, you can do 1 minute. Remember something. I'm not teaching you a moving average crossover or a MACD. I'm teaching you how the market moves. It means that you can use this for scalping, you can use this for intraday, you can use this for swing trading, you can use this for Bitcoin, you can use this for Nasdaq, you can use anything you want. Okay? Now, why I created this frame candle? Because this frame candle, it's incredibly useful. This is incredibly useful to understand when the auction is stopping. Okay, look here, building up, inside, building up, building up, building up, switch. Short, 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 short. Okay, look at this candle. Also, even if this candle have a momentum up, the value area is here. What does it mean? They are building down, building down, building down, building down. Forget candle breakout. Look at the value. Building down, building down, building down, building down, building down, first ship. Here you can consider, okay, I take some profit from the short. Then again, build down, build down, build down, build down, build down, build down, till here. Build up, and then you have a retracement. Build down, build down, build down, build up, and you have a retracement. Okay. I'm not only teaching you how to fish, Luis, I'm giving you the full boat with the full set of fishing rod. Okay? Now, this one, it's interesting because imagine you have a profile framing like this. You have a profile framing where you are coming from a day like this, and you have a value area here, and the New York session of the following day close here. Okay, and you are here, you open the third day, and you go to test the cluster of the value area high and the previous value area low. And here you know how to use this. Okay? And when you use this, now you have a huge opportunity because you can frame the small time frame, align with the opportunity to get the bigger move or the projection. Okay? It's not related to range, guys. Understand something, please. Time, it's a convenience of the humans. Price moving contracts. It's like if I tell you, if you watch at a bird outside with Ray-Ban, or if you watch at a bird outside from your phone taking a video, or if you watch at a bird outside with your eyes, does the bird change? No, it's still the same animal, it's still moving there. Same wings, same eyes, yes. You can see some shades of colors that with the naked eye you cannot see with glasses. With the phone you can zoom, but it's still the same animal. You need to understand that time frame will not make you profitable. Time, it's time. Information, it's information. If you watch information from 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, if you know how to read information, it's still the same information. Every time I repeat, preparing a pool for you. Information is universal, not related to time frame. You got it or no? Or you are confused? If you still, after this live, are searching 15 minutes breakout of the structure, now I go down to 5 minutes breakout of the structure, and then I go down to 1 minute breakout of the structure, of course you are unprofitable. You are not the problem. The problem is the ones that are trying to teach you what don't work even for them. Okay? 100% understanding. Haha moment. Haha moment. Raj, back testing, it's the past. Okay, backtesting is the past. Now, traders that teach you how to trade on backtesting are insecure traders. I've made countless sessions in the bootcamp. I think I've made 20 sessions live trading. And people can confirm it. I went to podcast live trading. Go on YouTube, watch me live trade, understand my reasoning. Don't study on backtesting. Backtesting, it's only to validate your edge, but you need to approach live market. Okay, you need to approach live market. Price will not move slow like in backtesting. You stop to reason 1 minute. Backtesting, it's only to validate your edge. Okay, now the profile frame for the day is this one. We pushed to the level that I told you, and we rejected heavily. Let me remove 1 second so we can see only price. Okay? We rejected heavily. From where? But so this level that we mark work. Okay? From 25,975 to 26,000. Look, is this level here? 975. Doesn't get better than this, guys. Okay? So the sellers are protecting this level. Okay, the sellers are still protecting this level. Now, what the price did? The price, as I told you in the beginning, will bounce till it managed to take a decision. Where it went to bounce? Here. Okay, here it went to bounce. Now they will decide, okay, now they will decide what they will do, if we are going to auction higher or if we are going to go down in the New York session. Okay, so today in the New York session, watch closely these two levels, 25,650 and 26,000 round level, okay? Because there is a high probability that today it's a compression day and tomorrow it's an expansion day, okay? Either up or down, but we cannot know this in advance. And this is what I'm also trying to teach you. Don't try to predict, okay? Also here, I didn't try to predict, now it will reverse, now it will reverse, now it will reverse. No. We are still going down, I short, 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 wait. It seems that it's going up, we are going up, I long, I long, I long, wait. Seems that we are going down, I short, I short, I short. Okay? Take a stop loss, up, 1, 2, 3. Reach a level, take out my position, let's see what happens. And this is where we are now. Nevrus. The reason you are unprofitable is because you think in short-term oriented money. Look at the question of Nevrus. But how you get now a trade? Nevrus don't have patience for you guys. He wants to make money now at 12:41 European time. He's not willing to wait for the volume to come in. He need to execute now. I need to pay my bill. Be patient, Nevrus. New York session is not here. The volume are not here. You don't have a setup now. Greedy. Greedy, Nevrus. Need to wait. Money are not make like this. Nevrus is nervous. Okay? You don't always have an opportunity. Okay? You don't always have an opportunity. I love listening Italian, explaining anything. I'm saying this in a friendly way because I was like you, Nevrus. I was a scalper on the beginning. Okay? How can I make money? Let's go. It's London session, still volumes are super low, but look here. I see a small shift. I can make $25. Let's do it, execute. Doesn't work like this. Okay. Doesn't work like this. Now you are in a compressed range. The volume is not there. Wait for a decision. Okay. Wait for a decision. So this is the framing. Now we need to go on the longer term of the profile. You see that this level, it's overlapping the long-term profile. So you have a cluster. This is the reason when it touched Bram. You had a collapse down. Okay, you had a collapse down here. And you had a collapse down here because these are also a huge amount of take profit order of people that long here and long here. So there is not only selling pressure, there is also a huge amount of profit taking. And this is the reason the price went back here. Now you have this cluster, the level the price rejected, and this cluster of value area low. Okay, this cluster of value area low is this one. So price today will bounce between this peak low this peak low and this area. This is where the buyers will stand their ground, and this is where the sellers will stand their ground. Everything in between, it's boring stuff. Okay? It's boring stuff. Everything above here, it's amazing trend. Okay? I explained this, Michael. And Michael, it's Italian, I remember him. The risk management, it's based on account equity. Usually it's 0.25% risk per trade. And I usually build profit for the day. Now I'm going to upload, I think this week or the next week, a session, New York, where I start risking $2,000 per trade. I built profit and then took an amazing short and closed the session at $50,000. Okay. Why I can do huge session in profit without putting capital at risk? Because I have the model that is giving me activity when the model is performing good and is keeping me far from the chart when it's not performing. For example, I have some days where I take one execution stop loss, second execution stop loss, third execution stop loss. Okay, I'm risking 2,500, close the session 7,500. Okay, bad session, but in the bad session I need 30, 40, 50, 60,000. Okay. You understand the difference? I'm scaling in when the model is performing, I'm scaling out. But you cannot do this if you are hyperactive. Look at the next, after what I say, the next question of Nevruz is, so you don't play ping pong here. Okay. As I explained, you can do ping pong here, but we are in the middle now, you see? We are here. 25,720. Okay. We are here, exactly in the middle. I understand, I've been through your mental process. I need to make money, but I can guarantee you this is the only way you will not make a euro. Because you will engage in areas where you don't hold an edge. I didn't trade last week. I was with my family. Family from Italy came and we took some time out of the charts. You need to learn how to do also this. Yes, ping pong you can do, but from the extreme. Of course, Tim, there are days where opportunities don't present themselves. There is not always an opportunity. There is not always an opportunity, guys. You need to get. I know that your understanding of the market is the more time I put in, the more it pay because you are used to do a freelancer job or a job where you get paid for hours. But markets are different. Okay, markets are different. And in this case, okay, if you engage in the wrong area because you are impatient, you will lose money. Ping pong, it's amazing, but you need to be in the area. This morning there was a ping pong opportunity. I show you. Look, guys, let's go on 1 minute. Let's remove everything. Let's activate deep trades and big trades. Okay, and you go here. What do you see? Volume, volume. Already 245, 122. Half. Dry up, dry up. You see how this volume is getting lower? Still no buyers. Amazing. 89 absorbed. 84 absorb, 71. I can start engage here for a long. But you see, it's peanuts. It's peanuts. Also, if you trade this long for this absorption, it's a 1 to 3. Because anyway, you have the POC here. This one is creating problem in advance of the price. You see how the price is reacting. London session had low volume, guys. Okay. They have low volume. You cannot do anything about this. You cannot do anything about this. It's structural. The London session on a US index is not having the same interaction. And after a lot of testing, I find out that the best opportunities are always New York session. Yes, I can play like I did for Ritz, no? He told me, can you record a full day? So I recorded the morning, the London session, and the afternoon, the New York session. But if I need to do this for the camera to make people happy, to show that the model is profitable also in the London session, I do it. But it's not smart. Because anyway, I make more money, and it's more easy to do in the New York session. Brother, I love and respect the team and have no doubt that deep charts and your teaching and template are fabulous. Thank you. But it is becoming disheartening as the chart freeze and data delays. Are you sure it's not your connection? Guys, I'm trading, a big amount of money. I don't have any chart freezing or delay. Are you experiencing chart freezing? To me, it's super. Are you sure that your connection it's good enough? Because mine are super fast. I think it's one of the fastest order flow platform. Super fluid. It's light. It's not taking all the resources. It's amazing. Mine works fine. Mine works not for me. Never had any chart freezing. No issue, no issue. London session. So this guy is blaming us for the slowness of the London session. Guys, we cannot make sure with the deep charts team to get an inflow of liquidity in the charts. It's slow for structuring the London session. We cannot make it go faster to make you money. I would like to have this ability, Vivek. I think it's your connection, Vivek. Deep chart soon market maker. I don't know. Let me check how much time it takes to open a new chart loading from zero of Nasdaq and applying a new template. Let's put let me see something that is really heavy. I experience and create a lot of template. Let me think. The most heavy one, I think it's this one. This is the most heavy one. Super fast. And I'm with a trackpad, because I'm not home at the moment. It's super fast, guys. I don't see any freezing. It's fluid. Numbers are clear. Price is moving smoothly. It works perfect. And this one it's heavy, This one it's heavy. See, it's just that the London session is super slow. You see, it's not problem of the chart. There is no volume. See, zero contract, one contract. It's not moving interestingly, but it works. I think it's your laptop. Yes, I think it's a problem of requirements. It's a problem of requirements. I was testing this template because I think you will enjoy it, but soon we will have part of our movement and journey and also of my YouTube channel, Carmine Rosato. is trading a really good model of order flow. It's a really good friend. We talk, we improve each other, and I'm bringing other models. I see deep charts like this, guys. The best order flow trader on the planet, contributing all in one spot to provide the best template and study, a team of researchers, deep charts cap, live session, one day for every educator. For example, Monday for me, for people that have the full free. Then we can have Andrea, Rodolfo, Carmine, everyone. Okay, it's amazing. Of course, you cannot go as deep as you can go in live that are completely technical for advanced trader. Still, it's a huge value for the price you pay. For the GEX options, you need a dedicated masterclass that we will do in 2026 because we are implementing also this. We are implementing also this. Now, this one was 12 range chart, just for testing, because it's really fast. Now we go on the Q&A, guys. Now we go on the Q&A. Yes, I do some quant trading, but I'm not an expert in this. I just pay people that validate edge and execute it. Option flow and pressure, yes, 2026. Yes, you have everything on chart, Sasha. You have the seller's dominance level, the buyer's dominance level, the actual profile, it's range bound, and the composite profile is Q on the upside. What does it mean? That we are really close to the value area, and this is the reason you see a lot of selling pressure back here. So now there are two options. Either the buyers take back control here, and we have breakout and an amazing trending week. The second one is that this auction failed, they break this low, and we have an amazing short week. Today and tomorrow is the decisional day. Okay, because you see that you have overlap. When you have overlap, I don't like to trade. Up, rebalance, up, you are overlapping multiple sessions, there is not a clear direction, and you have a ping pong here. The percentage number is the delta arm. So let's go on a structured Q&A. I open the Q&A for you guys. Anything it comes to your mind, anything, we will cover everything. Some question about the live, everything. We will cover everything. No, from the profile, Sasha, not because it jumped up, but because I see the rejection of the profile. Okay, there are coming a huge amount of Q&A. Let me go through it. Let me go through it together. Windows best, yes. For Mac is not available. It's coming for Mac, guys. Antonio is working for it. And it's coming also crypto. Now, you guys don't know, but I built a considerable part of my wealth trading crypto also. I'm a good future scalper, but I am an even better crypto scalper. Okay. Now, to build the technology of order flow for crypto, if you want to make this pinpoint and super precise, you need to build a technology that aggregate all the volume data sources plus the regulated market. So you can see what regulated markets are doing plus OTC. And you have everything in one platform with a way to normalize the price difference between exchange. Now, out of all the platform existent around, I've never seen a platform that is capable to doing this properly, also with regulated. But Antonio is a genius, so he will manage to do this. And 2026, we will come out with crypto, we will come out with options, data, and we will come out also with deep DOM. So we have everything. The goal, guys, is to let you have everything in one ecosystem. Okay, let you know everything in one ecosystem. Let's go on the question now. You will do a new course? That's true? No, Yuri, I will not do a new course. The only course that I did was the bootcamp in the occasion of the launch of deep charts. Making courses, it's a huge energy consuming activity because you need to record video, you need to go in front of the camera, you need to make sure that everyone understands something that is not live. So for me, it's a huge effort, and I don't want to deal with beginners because everything that is necessary for beginners, it's on my YouTube channel. So I don't want people that don't even take the time to study 10, 20, 30 hours of content. And also, on my YouTube, it will come a huge bootcamp about order flow, with not with strategy, okay, but with understanding of the order flow. So for me, making a course is a lot of time and doesn't make sense. Okay, what you have seen in my page is my live session for advanced traders. Okay, that it's a service that it's limited and it's based on professional trader. Someone that wants to follow live charting and wants to go in battle with me in New Year session every week. Okay, multiple times per week. So this is a different service. It's not a course. It's not a mentorship. It's not pre-recorded. It's live. I strongly believe that the strongest way to educate traders is showing them the way. Okay. And I think I have demonstrated with the impact with multiple lives that when you do something and people see you doing something and see how your brain think in real time, it's very different. Okay. And I think this is the best education people can ever add. So unfortunately, no, there is no new course. There is a lot of free content on YouTube. The only service I provide is live. Okay. And of course, for the client of Deep Charts, free live on Monday. Now let's reply to Michael. How do you manage multiple accounts for other assets? So Michael, my other asset that I trade are swing. I am a really good fundamental trader using tools like the COT and the sentiment analysis and the swing profile framing using still the profile is not an activity that I do in deep charts, but it's still one strategy that I do from years. How I manage, it's just 2 or 3 execution, maximum 4 per week. So it's not time consuming. My main trading account, it's on Nasdaq, and I have multiple smaller accounts that I use for test that I decide to trade in specific days where I want to test, for example, new execution model, new order flow platform, or for example, I use other platforms that are quantitative like Python or multicharts that let you validate edge, but this is a different type of trading. This is systematic trading, and it's a completely different world. I'm studying this from some years, and I'm not yet at half the level of professional trader. So I don't consider myself expert in this. It's something that makes me happy. It's a passion. Okay. I'm not making a huge amount of money with it. I'm in the testing and execution phase, but the main model is Nasdaq and swing trading and crypto. Swing profile framing can be used with candlestick, of course. Fabio, talk about prop firm challenge management, please, for neophytes. So, guys, I'm not a big fan of and a big expert of prop firm because I think that when you start to make a really good amount of money, you need to go professional. And to go professional, the definition of professional, it's when you reach at least 500,000 in your trading account, okay? Because already trading is stressful, okay? And if trading is stressful, um, I don't want also the stress of the prop firm maybe saying, you requested a payout of $150,000 and we decided not to give you. For me, it's stressful. Okay, I want to own my money. I want to be rewarded for the trades that I take without someone saying, "Oh, you are worthy the payout," or "You are not worthy the payout." So when you go professional and when you build your life around professional trading, you cannot put all the trust of your activity in one entity that can decide that they will not pay out. This is my idea, guys. Okay. Now, there are a lot of amazing prop firm out there, yes, but I think it's good to start. It's good to start. Now, if you trade already 7 figures or 6 figures, I think personal account is better. Okay. So I'm not the best person to ask which prop firm to buy, how to get it, how to scale it. There are a lot of traders out there that make crazy numbers with prop firm. I'm not one of those. Yes, I made a lot of money in the past with prop firm, but it's not my core business. At the moment, I don't have prop firm active, at least not big capital in prop firm. So I prefer not to advise you anything. Yes, that's the point, you see, Tony, but we need to capitalize first. Yes, are amazing for that, but my advice to you is don't withdraw from the prop firm and put in bank. Maybe build your trading account, because at the end of the day, no one can refuse a payout when you do this on a regulated market trading account, but they can refuse something that you do in the prop firm. Then I don't know, what's your idea about this, guys? You agree, you don't agree? Let me know, because we have a lot of professional trader in deep charts. We have a huge amount of professional trader. Prop firm is a better way to accumulate money, a bigger return of investment, but much riskier. Agree with you. It's hard to earn life capital money. Yeah, I know. For starting, it can be good. Prop are necessary for beginners. I don't know, guys. I respect everyone. I'm not one person that made millions with prop firm. So if there is someone in the chat that already achieved amazing numbers with prop firm, I'm sure that it's a good business model. Just make sure to respect all their rules, because I can imagine the depression if you trade for 1 or 2 months. Ask for the payout and you broke one rule and they refuse to pay. Like for me, it's unacceptable. This. But if you like this style, you can use it to scale. What quantity of trades per session is for you considered overtrading? Good question. For me, overtrading, it's not based only on execution, it's based on mental clarity. Sometimes, after 3 or 4 trades, I'm exhausted because the price is compressed in a range. For me, executing another trade in that case is still overtrading. And some directional days, for me, maybe I do 10 to 15 trades and it's still not overtrading. So I will not say that overtrading it's a number. Overtrading, it's a mental status. Overtrading, it's The moment you do an execution and this is the perfect definition. The moment you take an execution and cannot explain why you took this execution, you are overtrading. Clear for everyone? No, in the live charting program, I'm doing live charting, not live trading. Live trading, it's also risky if it's not delayed for compliance perspective. Then probably I'm trading myself and showing how this is going, but not executing and saying, guys, enter here. No, it's not this. It's not a signal service. It's really risky from compliance perspective. But we are doing battleground preparation and everything. Yes, okay, amazing. How do you control FOMO? FOMO, it's the necessity of making money. So you control FOMO when you understand that the market are not here to pay you the bill. The market are here to give you an opportunity, and not every day is giving you an opportunity. The moment you understand this and start to respect money, FOMO disappear. Because FOMO, it's a mental expectation of profit. So the mental expectation of profit is creating you pressure and urgency to execute trades that are not in the plan. Okay, it's something not real. It's like fear, no? Sometimes you have fear, anxiety, but if you analyze the situation from an external perspective, you understand that it's not logical. You have fear of what? You are following one risk management. You have an edge. You measure that edge. What are you afraid? You are afraid of failing. But failure is something that it's intrinsic in every capitalistic activity. If you are an entrepreneur, your company can fail. You can have problem with compliance. You can have problem with clients. You can have problems with delivery. Are you willing to take the risk? Because if you are not willing to take the risk, you should not avoid only trading. You should avoid all the entrepreneurial activity. Okay. You should avoid everything. Stop here, Yuri. Yes, I use interactive brokers, but it's not the only brokerage I use. Why? Because I find one way, and now I need to see if I get approved for it, to get the data feed for free and get also a discount on commission. Okay. I'm working on it. I didn't talk about this because I always want to try by myself if it's better trading condition, fast, data feed for free and everything. And then if I say, oh, this is amazing, I go to the community and say, you can use it. This is worth it. Okay. But I don't close affiliate only to bring people somewhere where the condition of trading are worse. Not this kind of educator. So at the moment, interactive brokers also for status, no? It's the most reliable and safe, but it's really expensive. The commission of interactive brokers are really expensive, guys. And they don't give you bonus. They don't give you, for example, free data feed for 1 year or discount. No, nothing. So I'm considering at the moment, I think my biggest account will still be there because I have an insurance still 10 million, but I'm finding some alternative. You'll do Q2, Q3, Q4. It depends, guys. So it depends. I think that the appreciation for the live market environment is the reason I got viral. Because people understand that you are real by watching how you analyze in the real market. And you cannot fake real market movement. Okay, this is how market moves every day. I think that people enjoy some content like this, but I already see some feedback of people wanting the automatic bot to make passive income. I see some people that wants a single service. I see some people that wants the course on the rules to make money without understanding the order flow. So I don't know, guys. I don't know if the market is ready. It's an experiment for me. I think there are a lot of traders that wants really a guidance to become professional, and what's better guidance than doing it live, okay? And so I cannot give you an answer now, but I will give my best to continue to give a huge amount of free value on YouTube. a huge amount on profile framing session on Monday, a huge amount of value for the live charting program, for everything. Okay. Could you please share the software requirements? For the software requirements, you need to ask the support, Vivek. I don't have with me now. But if it's freezing, probably it's the problem of your laptop or connection, because I can guarantee you that I'm trading here and I will never use a platform that can freeze and I can lose $20,000. I will be stupid to connect my Interactive Brokers account here. How is it possible to lose your money on a broker, like if they bankrupt? I don't know. The only problem I had was with a crypto brokerage, I think you know FTX, that failed. But for regulated market, I never experienced a broker that stole me money, because they have insurance till 10 million usually on the regulated market. So I don't want to say that it's impossible, but it's almost impossible. And the difference is that it's not a course, it's live, right? Just live. Just live with a huge amount of value, but it's live program. Do you do account advisor for your family? What do you mean? Yeah, Charles Schwab is nice. For options specifically, it's nice. Yes, I use Dixfeed. But for heat map, you need MBO, so you need the rhythmic usually. Then we need to see also if Antonio can manage to create the new feed. But this is something for the summer, not in the next 3 months. Crystal clear. It's already 1 hour and 15 that we are live, but if you're not bothered, we can continue. Do a meet and greet in Dubai. Look, guys, I don't know what idea you have of me, okay? I'm not the kind of guy that spend money in a Lamborghini, Ferrari. I'm really open. I meet some of you at restaurant when I was with my family around. I always had a talk, sit 15 minutes, do some photo. Let's talk about trading. That I don't put a barrier, okay? I'm not above you. I'm a guy 30 years old trading for a living. That's it. Okay. So if you are in Dubai, you text me. If I'm available, we meet. We take a coffee. It's not a problem. I'm not the guru. Okay. So text me. If you are in Dubai, text me. Let's go to take a cappuccino. Prop firm is good to start building capital and learn psychology without losing a fortune. Yes. Yes, but you need to be careful because the some prop firm, and this is something I was studying. They develop the same kind of addiction of video games. Okay, in some case there are situations where you buy compulsively the challenge, no, because you have this hope inside you to pass the next one, but you don't have an edge. So it's like a slot machine. So be really careful, please. It's not so easy to get consistent payout from prop firm because you have a lot of rules that are structured to make you fail. So you need to approach this in a professional way. Interactive brokers market. Something for gold traders. Faisal, really, if I had a strategy that it's amazing for gold, I will give you. The problem is that I don't want to lose my reputation. If I start to teach strategy that I don't use myself, people will not respect me because you say, you see, this is another guy that talk about trading but don't execute. And I will be really honest with you, I don't have an edge for gold. I trade Nasdaq. I trade Bitcoin. I do some stock picking, I do crypto, I do arbitrage, but I don't do gold. So I will be really honest with you and I will say, I will talk with Rodolfo. Maybe Rodolfo have some gold model, but I don't trade. I don't trade gold, guys. How do you swing trade? It will require 7 days of 4 hours per day education. I have a really deep model in swing trading. It requires a lot of time and knowledge to master it. A lot of question about gold. Incredible. I told you my opinion about prop firm. You don't need to download the template. Look, it's super easy. You go here on template, okay? You go on load, you go on shared, you go on full, you go on Fabio Valentini, Nasdaq, and you have candle frame. You see? You can see the model here. You have deep trades. This is my favorite, guys. This is my favorite. You have Nasdaq effort, you have deep trades classic, and you have profile. You have everything. Everything I use, you have here. Then, for example, let's say that you like how Rodolfo trades. So you go on order flow, you go on, let's say, Nasdaq, and you have the multiple daily volume profile with all the levels, the most important level, how Rodolfo does. You have the intraday. Look how much is beautiful, this one. I want to show you. This is an amazing template. Look at this. This one is giving you a proxy of the pressure. So this line is the CVD. So at the moment we have a domination of selling pressure. It's giving you the VWAP and is giving you the developing value. So we are lower than Friday. We have a pressure down and you have this ghost mode profile. I love it. This is incredible. It's new. He created this 2 weeks ago. I still didn't have the time to use, but I will for sure implement it. This one is really nice because you have instant pressure color. If it's green, it's domination of by pressure. If it's purple, it's sell pressure. And you can see when you have a divergence, huge sell pressure, price compress here, and then distribution. Okay. And when you have coherence with VWAP and volume, like you have by VWAP here, by volume, you have amazing trend. Okay. When you have sell CVD and by VWAP, you have compression. When you have sell VWAP and sell CVD, you have expansion move. Elias saying, I already implemented it and this is really beautiful. It's beautiful. And you have also the developing daily profile here, so you can see that we are really close to the value area and the multiple profile. Guys, you need to take the time to study the platform because it's really valuable. Every week you have something new, you have an addition, you have a risk management system that will be updated in the next one. Antonio is working constantly on this, constantly working on the platform. And if you have an idea, I don't know if you saw Discord, but you can participate. For example, I want this tool. Can you implement this tool? I want options. We have 4 different projects working. We need to release Deep DOM, okay, that it will be like a heat map, but improved and simplified with auto filtering tools. Then options, then risk management advanced. Okay. The last step will be to open a mobile application that notify you if there is a big news that can create volatility. Or, for example, imagine if we connect with a WAP band and it can measure your pressure and say, look, guys, you are having too much pressure. You are stressed. Stop trading because you will go in revenge trading. Imagine an ecosystem like this. Because in this field, everyone thinks only about money. Okay, they build a platform and then they close. Affiliate with this, affiliate with this. P&L contract with a CFD broker. Done. Some millions. Okay, some millions. But we are trying to really help traders. We are trying to stop them when the risk is too high. Okay, with the risk management system. We want to monitor their metrics, health metrics. It will take some years, but we really believe in what we are doing. Did you switch from scalping to intraday? No, still scalping, Gabriele. It depends the definition that you have of scalping. If for scalping you only mean depth of market trading, so on the DOM, yes, I mean intraday. Okay, I just took the best opportunity scalp to intraday. This is what I do. I filter a lot more opportunity because in the breakdown of the commission I paid a huge amount of commission. And that's the reason I'm trying to find the brokerage that can give me a deal based on execution. Because if I make 5,000, let's say, execution per year, and the broker say, look, if you do this execution, I give you 30% cashback on all the money you spend in commission. For me, it's a lot of money more. For a scalper, it's really important how much you pay in commission. One, deep charts will be available for Mac probably in the first 6 months of 2026. If we can manage with bigger team to do it in the first 3 months. No, only cache session. I explained to you, John, why I use only cache session. No, Sasha, I don't do one-on-one mentoring. It's impossible for me to find the time to do this. I'm sorry. The only service that got requested by a huge amount of people was to continue New York session, and I created a service for this that was available in pre-order from 2025 that is starting now. Okay. And this is a live charting program because I only do live, but there is no course, there is no mentorship, there is no one-on-one. I don't want to say that I don't believe in it, but I think the conversion rate to from unprofitable to profitable trader when you only give some videos to watch is really low because people needs to feel the market. I think like this, okay? If I'm a good race, if I'm a good driver, okay, and I bring you to race on track 2 times per week with me for 2 months and a half, I have a higher probability to make you drive like me than studying on books, yes or no? What do you guys all think? Let's be honest. What do you guys think? Okay. It's it's not like some theory like university exam that you can just read and do. You need you need to put the work and you need to be in the battlefield every day. You need to be in the trenches. You need to be there. Okay, you need to be there. What about Gamma? Yeah, guys, we are working on it. I told you we will have also the Gamma infrastructure for deep charts really soon. You can use the 24 hours volume, but I just use the cache session. I explain you why it's more clean. It's more clean for me. This is preference, okay? You don't need to do everything I do the same as I do. This one is just this template is just mixed with profile. It's a game changer. Like it's really a game changer. Look here how much you could understand that this law was a failed auction and accumulation of the buyers. Huge buying pressure, accumulating the low, go back above you up. Look at this long that you could load here. It was amazing. And you also have reference point for take profit. This is beautiful, guys. It's really beautiful template. Really beautiful template. This comes from the experience of Rodolfo. Read the question, like, mamma mia. 200 questions in the Q&A. Let me go on newest. Very advanced template. Yeah, but it's not so difficult to use. You know what I like to do? I like to remove here just the price and to watch how the volume. Because when you see only volume, it's more clear if they are going to accelerate. For example, imagine that the CVD it's the pedal to put gas, okay? And imagine that price is the direction of the car, okay? Look when they go up, in line with VWAP, and then they start taking profit aggressively. The price from big movements start to bam, 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 before taking back the price. Session open, VWAP above, a lot of selling pressure, the price collapse. Or look here, above VWAP, a lot of buying pressure, opportunity to go buy, opportunity to go buy, opportunity to go buy. Then the buying pressure gets lower, the price goes below VWAP, and you start the day with sell pressure. Bam. Amazing. Or this one. Accelerating, failed auction of the sellers, okay? Goes above VWAP and explode. Antonio is the creator of deep charts, guys. Antonio is the creator of deep charts. Rodolfo is the dead. Is the creator of Antonio. Rodolfo is the creator of Antonio. Antonio is the creator of deep charts. So Rodolfo is the creator of everything. Yes. Anyway, this template, guys, you need to start using. It's amazing. It's amazing. And this one is my favorite one for scalping. This one, there is nothing better than this for me for scalping. It's so clean. You can see the number. You can see the bubbles. I love it. We have some aggression on the upside. They are trying to break this level. They are trying to push aggressively and to capitalize on the way up, to auction to the next area. Some volumes are entering the market, and this is really clear because you can see in real time. You can see that the sellers are not engaging. They got absorbed here. They are not engaging in this middle, so the buyers are in control. Now we don't have the volume of the New York session, but it's really clean what's happening. Okay, let me continue the Q&A. How much screen do you always use for trading? So Marvin, I have an ultra wide 49 in the middle, curved. Then I have two laptop portable and a side screen of 24 with a mechanical arm that I can move that I use. Look at this, guys. Doesn't matter what session it is. We always call it live. This is the beauty of order flow. When you understand the interaction between market participants, you don't get caught up in the boring price action. You get the explosive move. Okay. What they are trying to do? They engage the high again and sellers push it back, but you don't see participation of the sellers. What does it mean if you don't see participation of the seller? That probably, if they manage to go above again 25,742, that is this level, you have a squeeze. And the squeeze reach really fast the balance point. And the last balance point are the ones that you can see from the profile. So the last balance point is this area here. That is also the value area high. So it's a rejection level. What you see here? You see, this was a huge absorption of the sellers. Okay, so the buyers try to go up and the sellers absorb. But what you see, buyers engaging at higher level, 109, 154 on the middle, now 101 on the top. Okay, 101 on the top. I love to do this, guys. You think that I do this for a job, but I do this because it's my passion. I love the market. I think that understanding the dynamics of the interaction of the orders, building an edge out of it, is the maximum level of satisfaction of a man and also of a woman. Okay. You remember when we were going back in ages to hunting with rifles and to fishing? Now we don't do this stuff anymore, but we can still earn our money by using our brain, not our arm now. Okay. Set the 40 filters, Fabio, you will see the absorption of the week. It's totally clear from here. I will continue to go through the Q&A while I see what Nasdaq is doing. Let's say that for CFD you have the spread that is not giving you the best execution, but yes, you can still use for CFD. Sometime in future, do boot concession, please. Do you think take money from family to build your capital is good? Guys, if you have a family that is wealthy, you are lucky. I have a family that was wealthy in love, but not in money. So it's me. I'm helping my family. It's not the opposite way around. And even if my family was wealthy, I will never ask them money because I think part of the process and the satisfaction is making this by yourself, not having to say thanks to other people. Do a prop firm challenge for fun. We can do a challenge and just see if we can manage to pass it with how many execution we can do this, guy. We can make a lot of stuff in 2026. You have a genuine natural human side. Thank you, Tommy. Carbonara o Grisha, both of them, Alessandro. Italian pasta, anyway. We have some Italians here in the chat. Do you know Fabio when the Mac? I already told you. Do you want? Do you wait some time after New York open to execute even if you get your model? New York opening hold a lot of volatility, but sometimes it's an opportunity. If you have everything lined up, a clean situation from the profile, you can jump in the train. Just you need to give a little bit more of room to breathe to the market. Okay, because the volatility it's high, and if you try to engage with super small stop loss, you will be taken out before the big movement of the day. How do you journal your trades? I usually don't journal my trades. The platform does this for me. If I need to take notes on my trades, I'm implementing now. I had a talk with Umar, and I think TradeZella can be the platform that can be really valuable for traders, but I need to use it. I need to test it, and I want to understand this deeply. And I think we can also connect TradeZella with deep charts. So everything you execute here, you have on TradeZella, but it's still an idea. Let's see. Let's see if we can build the most comprehensive ecosystem in the market. I see some good feedback. I use TradeZella, it's really good. That will be nice. What do you think, guys? Give me an idea. In the meantime, I was distracted, but you see what happened. Look at the value of big trades. They went to trace back between this cluster of big trades. They rejected. They accepted value area high. Probably they are going to the next endpoint, 25,750, with a really momentum candle. And the momentum will dry up in this area. For the folks with lacking computer requirements, will deep charts receive an online version? Yes, guys, I don't know if I told you this. I'm telling you too much stuff. We will have also a web version. So you will access from directly from the browser to the platform. Now it will not be as strong as the desktop version because the data is lower on the browser. But yes, we will have also the opportunity that you can connect from your tablet, you can connect from your phone. I think it's really visible the effort that we are putting. It's visible. We are investing a lot of resources. We are trying to do the best on this. Yes, the web version will be available, and I give you another information. It will be in the first 3 months of the year. I gotten much knowledge from the free life. Thank you, Jonathan. So many questions. 120. I have replied, I think, to 100, but I will continue. FOMO, we talk about this. Could you please explain again how can I see a real breakout or if it's fake out? Let's make an example here. Okay. What we have, we build value on the upside. Okay. Now, what we did, we built value on the upside, and we did for 4 candles straight, 1 attempt, 2 attempt, 3 attempt, 4 attempt. The last attempt where we saw real volume coming in is this. What does it mean? That this level, this range, is not seeing an engage of buyers. I show you how a real breakout looks. This is how a real breakout looks. Engaging at the top, absorption at the bottom, okay? So they locked in the price movement. You can expect a continuation. This one is aggressive on the top, aggressive on the top, and now they are releasing on the way down, okay? Now, to complete the accumulation phase, you would like to see something like this, or something like this, absorption of the sellers, okay? After this one is not even the target. You can go way higher. Now the volume is really low. You see what happened? They re-engage the buyers. They re-engage. This one is a really conservative target, but there is also this one. Okay. Now I want to show you how the accumulation phase works. When they come down the accepted value, and the accepted value is this one. Okay, look at the profile. Okay. This one is the accepted value. When they come down, so value area low or value area high, sorry, or value area low, they re-engage it with volume. Okay, so what happened here? They re-engage with 109 volume. Okay, buyers buying the top here. Okay, and as you can see, they are reloading contracts, and every time you go above the value area high, you have an opportunity for a squeeze, because they told you, look, we went again in the 70% of the volume, and we decided again that the auction is high because sellers couldn't break out the low. When you have a regime switch, a change in behavior of the market, when you manage to break the value area low, okay, so when you break the structure, if you break the structure, you have a flip. Bank report for Nasdaq. I don't know the value for Nasdaq of bank reports, but the value of option is high. It's really important option for this. Let me check 1 second. Yes, I do arbitrage in crypto from years, but for that you need a big infrastructure. You need money. You need a big chunk of money to start. Nasdaq chart is the best ever. Guys, is it clear for you what happened in this low range, the box that I made? Is it clear what happened? Now, I always say, no, we don't, we don't do charting, but in the end, I love to do it with you. I love to do it with you. Look what the market is doing. Look what's the next move, eh? Look at this level, 750 and 755. I always say, no, but it's not. But at the end, the passion always wins. Now you understand why I don't like doing pre-recorded course and I always do sessions. My point of interest are really good, but my timing is really bad. I take 3 losses before the win. It means that you execute in areas with no real edge. It's so crazy to see how you are calling literally every single move in front of my eyes. It means that it works. Look here. I don't know if you can see, guys, but you have an intra-candle gap. Usually these one are areas that are used to reject. You see, it got filled. You see this week? Are areas that are used to reject and act as catalyst of the move. They did one here, I don't know if you can see, and it immediately got filled, and they did another one here, and it got filled. Okay, now they are pushing again this roof that is really difficult to break. Guys, in the end, it should be profile framing. I made almost 2 hours of session. I hope it's not boring for you, but I see 250 people live on Monday, so I think it's nice. You see, got rejected, almost zero drawdown, and price restarted. Not even one tick down. Look, not even one tick down. This is a trade for scalpers that already paid 1 to 3. Already paid 1 to 3. Okay, now it's going back to validate the other one and reject again. You see the nature. And this is not even the moment where this edge hold the most value, because this edge hold the most value in the New York session. The London session is really slow. If this was the New York session, you either go to stop loss or to take profit in 2 or 3 candles, because the volume is really high. Of course, this is what I was trying to teach you, that it's better to trade less but catch bigger move in intraday. You see what happens now? Oh, I made the ball too much big. You see what happened? Now you have a sell gap. You see how much they are powerful. Look at this. I don't know if you can see, but this is a gap. I cancel everything. You see this? This is a gap. And all these small snipers capitalize really good in the account. Now, this is counter trend, so I will not consider it, but they are really strong. Yeah, he's struggling at with VWAP. He's struggling at VWAP now. But I want to show you this. I want to show you how these 3 clusters of big trades act. Let's take 10 minutes. We chill, we talk. Please don't execute. It's London session. We don't have the same edge. But I want to show you how you have all the tools to understand what the price is doing at the moment. Look here. This is the maximum delta. This is the maximum delta of the distribution. Okay? Look at this. Maximum delta of the distribution, and this is where, again, the big trades engage, and now they are going back here to validate. Okay? They're going back. You saw in live, you saw what they did here. They touch again the horizontal level. I think James Dalton have really old models. The technology went on. We have amazing tools. We have MBO, we have heatmap, we have options. I think if you like what you see, you should execute. Now, guys, I don't want, I'm really humble. But can you understand that everything that I'm telling you, it's in London session and it's a huge risk to reward? This is a 1 to 7. Why? Because with order flow, we know where volume will engage again. We know. We know where volume will engage again. We know the gap, the value of the gap. Let me see if we have another up gap here. Please don't trade. I don't get information. I study the market. This is really important. You have the source. You have not someone that got concept from other people and is repackaging this information for a course, trying to sell you pre-recorded. You have someone that is explaining to you live why this happened. Already a masterclass. Look, when you understand how to frame sensitive level, what you can do in the 1 minute. No, it came from watching the charts, Jumbo. It came. I'm self-taught. The only two mentors I can say thanks to, one, it's Enrico Stucchi for teaching me the value of the options in the direction. And the second one, it's order flow concept from the profile. So for long term, from Tom and Patrick. But everything about scalping, it's my studies. Guys, I don't think I need to talk more. I think charts talk, and we are doing this every time live. Look at this. Done. They took the eye again. Now they can retrace or explode to 750, that it's the psychological level. Okay. So we did almost 2 hours of session. For those of you that will join me in the New Year session of the live charting program, see you. For everyone that is with deep charts, mamma mia! For everyone that is, guys, but please, okay, please. For everyone that is on deep charts full, we will see each other every Monday with profile framing. When I cannot, I will make sure that there is someone else from the team. And 1 to 20, yes. Have an amazing week and see you next Monday.